While scouring the internet for my daily dose of right-wing self-harm, the Daily Mail homepage is a regular haunt of mine, a notoriously right-wing British newspaper with a circulation of over 2 million. So grab yourself a cold compress, because this facepalm's gonna hurt. An article written by Mylene Phillips on the 24th of January kept to the true sugar-coated hate speech that we've all come to know and love from our daily dose of misinformation. Her article begins. Here's a question shortly coming to an examination paper near you. What has mathematics, geography, or science got to do with homosexuality? Nothing at all, you say? Well, 0 marks for you then. I'll ignore the bullshit flippant tone that you opened your article with and answer your question seriously. It has everything to do with it, just the same as maths and science have everything to do with everything else. But clearly you give yourself more credit than you give your readers, as just after scoffing at the very idea of even mentioning our bumhole brethren in the classroom, you go on in the next paragraph to give 3 very good examples of the subject information that can be learned. But you seem to be slightly misguided if you think that teaching children that male penguins taking a lead role in child-rearing is an abuse of childhood. You also fail to mention in your very informative article that these lessons plans are optional, and if the school doesn't want to introduce them, they don't have to. But hey, you seem to be a fighter for the high integrity and high standard of teaching that our children receive. I mean, it's not like you want our kids taught creationism in schools, is it? What? Oh wait, I forgot. You're a fucking hypocrite. Silly me. So let me get this straight, just so I understand it. You're advocating the teaching of magic in science classrooms, but against the teaching of the census statistics in maths classrooms. Well, that makes total sense. No, sure. And just when you thought you couldn't have one more bite of bigoted crap, allow me to shove this little gem down your collective throats. She goes on to state in her article, it's all part of a ruthless campaign by the gay rights lobby to destroy the very concept of normal sexual behaviour. Yeah, that's what we should be doing. Telling kids that if they have sexual attraction to the same sex, then they're clearly mental and set for an eternity burning in hell.
Peter, are you gay?
Guilty!
And send them straight off to straight camp. You sick fuck. Just when you thought she'd made her point, she wasn't content at leaving it all just about the new lesson plan. No, she decided to have a bash at the entire gay rights movement with this humdinger. What was once impermissible first becomes tolerated and then becomes mandatory. As we're now discovering, its values in which were once the moral basis for British society are now deemed beyond the pale. In Western civilization is now that it's not socially impermissible, but even upstanding people turn into lawbreakers. Well, that's just a cracker there, Mylene, expressing what used to be the moral norm of Western civilization. What do you mean? I mean things like slavery. I'm sick of reading newspaper articles from the Daily Mail fronted by some pointless sense of Christian morality when it's just a front for bigoted hate speech. I say I'm tired of it, I'm actually quite addicted.